beer. Whatever your taste preference, Sapporo has you covered with a variety of crisp and refreshing lagers, including light and non-alcoholic beers. Sapporo, good with sushi, great with baseball. Back out to the booth one final time. Charlie Steiner, Rick Monday, guys.
As the Dodgers and Angels get ready for the first of this three-game series before the Dodgers hit the road to Pittsburgh and to the south side of Chicago. Roki Sasaki tonight going against Reed Detmers, and which Roki Sasaki will we see?
Well, he's made an adjustment to one pitch, and that's what he called the splitter. It's really a forkball deep into the V between the middle finger and the index finger. Well, now he is tighten that grip up a little bit. So it is a splitter and no longer a forkball, and it seems to have helped him because he went late April. He kind of changed the grip around a little bit, and he's throwing that pitch now for strikes with a higher percentage.
And he looks more confident.
Absolutely. It's not like he's searching for the strike zone. He's pitching now like he owns the strike zone.
And so Sasaki goes against Reed Detmers. Detmers 2 up, 5 down, a lefty. In his last two starts, he's pitched reasonably well. 4 runs in 13 innings of work. The Angels have won both of those games.
Yeah, and for Detmers, like most pitchers, when he's ahead in the count, he's very good. He's going to change speeds. He's not had a lot of success here at Dodger Stadium. In fact, in the 0-3 and an ERA of 12 and 16 innings, he's worked a lot of innings and given up a lot of runs.
And the Dodgers in the 3-game series up in Anaheim a couple of weeks ago swept the series, outscoring them 31-3. Let's see what the Dodgers can do in this 3-game series with the Angels back here at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Lineups and first pitch coming up.
All right, thank you, Charlie. Don't forget, David Vastay's got you covered with post-game, wrap-up, all the festivities from the clubhouse, and, of course, Dodger talk as well when this game is over. Dodgers with a 6.5-game lead in the NL West going into action tonight. Dodgers first place in the division ahead of Arizona and San Diego, who has lost 5 in a row. We'll keep you updated on what happens at Petco Park as the Padres taking on the Mets, already down 1-0, and the Diamondbacks at home against the Nationals, already trailing 2-0. So we'll keep an eye on those as the night goes on. First pitch is next. Freeway Series. Dodgers, Angels, enjoy it. I'm Tim Cates. It's the back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The Los Angeles Dodgers are a juggernaut.
I think it's fair to ask the question of all the teams out there, do you want to win as much as the Dodgers?
Back to back! The Dodgers see winning as fundamental to the business side of baseball.
Sustained dominance.
What are you going to do about it?
We often hate successful people because...
Here comes a harsh piece of reality.
The Dodgers Dynasty!
They're successful.
Ding, ding, ding!
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value. Shakey's Pizza. Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy. First pitch is coming up on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers.
The Dodgers cement their dynasty.
The rest of the baseball world
Something has to give here.
hates us.
Nobody can do this but the Dodgers.
They hate us
Something has to happen here.
This is untenable.
because they are not us. Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Back to back!
Dodgers Baseball, brought to you by
Gelton Ford, family owned and operated since 1946. Children's Hospital LA. From colds to cancer, we got this. Hoppy Hot.
Plate appearance from Blade. And a shot high and deep to left. And that baby is gone. Home run off the bat of Blade. And suddenly it is a 3-run game.
And how about on this quick hook. Not wasting any time.
438 feet. That's a big lift for the Rays because it's been all Detroit tonight. And this will put the Rays within striking distance now.
To deep left center field. Back goes Kmitz to the warning track. Leaps and he has it. He falls over the fence. Kmitz fell over the fence as he made the catch. Since he left the ballpark, it's a home run. You've got to stay in the park. Let's give it the old college try.
What a great effort.
How can you go from one world-class athlete to another through some of the bravest acts of social protest in the world of sports? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
That's not even just running. That's like, you know, the discus and the hurdles and all of these things. He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector so that he could roll it, slow it down, stop, back it up, see how he's working his foot like this without burning the film.
So are you telling me that this is the first instructional
Petros and money together? Just go to AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeartRadio app. Listen to live shows, podcasts, and catch up on anything you missed.
Best friends forever.
Hey, dads and grads and mamas too. Head to Shakey's Pizza Parlor where there's lots to do. Kick off summer with family and friends. Get your fun on from beginning to end. Shakey's is the place for parties and more. Your neighborhood Shakey's, so much to explore.
Right now, add a medium pepperoni pizza for just $10 when you buy any large PCM combo. Handcrafted dough made fresh daily at Shakey's, the People's Pizza Parlor.
Shakey's, the People's Pizza Parlor.
Living on the edge is where you thrive, and Toyota takes you there with Tacoma.
A chance for Cattell, who went 0 for 11 in Seattle. He's 0 for 3 so far tonight. Tommy takes off. Marte with a liner to left field. There it goes. 112 off the bat, and they've opened up a 4-1 lead. That's number 10 for Cattell Marte. Boy, that thing got out of here on a rope.
Apparently the Dodgers didn't watch Marte against the Giants when he wore out left-handed pitching.
Diving stop at second, Rojas.
Dodger infield tonight, sparkling.
Feeling for the wall, and he got it! Nice play by Christopher Morel, crashing on the bunt.
What a play in left by Antonacci.
Got the wall, jumps, and he makes the catch, crashes into the fence.
Sharply hit, diving stop, Paredes, gets up, fires. Carter Jensen dives! Wow, what a play!
Caught by McGonigal at third, wow.
Sliding catch! Joe does it again. He's saving runs everywhere you put him.
Makes the running catch. Terrific catch by A.J. Ewing.
Glides, gloves, spins, fires. What a play! What a play!
Well, that glove can play.
Dives, wow, what a catch. Adolis Garcia with a diving grab.
Run down by Crow Armstrong!
Wow. Spin and a throw to get Real Muto. That was fancy.
Liner, but there's De La Cruz. Naylor able to snare it. Woo to the bag. He just took a hit away.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Charlie Steiner and Steven Nelson, our producer engineer Dwayne McDonald, as we get set to go. Another glorious night in Southern California. The Dodgers just coming off of that 4-game series over in the Valley of the Sun, having split the 4 games with the Diamondbacks, and tonight they take on the Angels. Angels are 24-39. It's been a difficult outing for the Angels this year. They're in last place in the Western Division, 9 games behind the division-leading Seattle Mariners. And for the Dodgers, well, they're atop the National League West, 6.5 in front of Arizona, 7 games in front of San Diego. In the background, Roki Sasaki, the starting pitcher, leads the Dodgers charge. They're on the field. And here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. The Dodgers, the record at home of 20-11. Shohei Ohtani, again the designated hitter. Ohtani will lead things off. Andy Pages is in center field. Freddie Freeman is at first base. He'll bat third. Batting fourth and playing at shortstop, Mookie Betts. Kyle Turner is in right field. And behind the plate doing the catching is Will Smith. Alex Call is in left. Miguel Rojas gets the starting nod at second base. And batting ninth and playing at third is Santiago Espinal. For those that missed it, Max Muncy in that violent collision at first base last night as a batter runner had to leave the ball game. Well, Dave Roberts said he may be available tonight as a pinch hitting role, and they expect him to be returning to the lineup tomorrow night. So Sasaki on the mound, his 11th start, a record of 3-3. He's been pitching much better in the last 3 starts that he's had. He's really taken control and gone after the strike zone. It's the left-hander and the curveball specialist Reed Detmers on the mound for the Angels here in Game 1 of the series. The umpiring assignments, Jane Powell will work the plate. She'll call the balls and strikes. Jeremy Rayhock is at first. The crew chief Dan Iasonia umpiring at second. And Adam Beck is over at third base. We will join you tomorrow for Game 2 of this brief 3-game series. Same start times, 6 o'clock with the Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck show. First pitch at 7:10, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be delivering that first pitch. Yamamoto in search of his 6th victory of the season with a very good ERA, just 2.86. First things first, Dodgers and Angels in Game 1 of the series. Happy to have you with us. Hammer to play. Here's Charlie.
All right, Mo, it's a gorgeous Friday night, and tonight's Time and Temperature brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And at 10 after 7, it's 71 degrees. For the third time in an hour, the Angels have themselves a new lineup. We'll be playing catch-up with you along the way. Let's begin with Zach Neto, the shortstop, against Roki Sasaki. Sasaki's really turned his season around the last 3 starts, breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Neto to lead off, Trout batting second. Wade Meckler is hitting third. Now Joe Adell will be the cleanup hitter, to be followed by Donovan Walton. Oswald Peraza at first base hitting sixth. Sasaki delivers a swing and a miss and is quickly 0-2. Nick Madrigal at second base hitting seventh. Logan Ohapi, the batting. She's 49. She was a master of arts in college. Then she said, I'd like to try this umpiring thing, and here she is in the big leagues. Trout swings and fouls it back. It's 0-2, so Powell is behind the plate. Jeremy Rayhock is the first base umpire. Crew chief Dan Iasonia is at second. Adam Beck is at third. Well, for Trout, a very quiet year. For the Angels, nearly a silent season. Sasaki delivers low. It's 1-2. The sun is set. The lights are on. Not having any effect whatsoever as yet. Slight breeze from left to right. Sasaki on 1-2 to Trout. Swing and a foul off to the right into the second deck and out of play.
Sasaki, late April, he changed the grip. I mean, it was a forkball. He labeled it a splitter, but it was really a forkball. Well, he went to more of a splitter grip, which is towards the end of his fingers, and he's had much more control of that pitch now.
The 1-2 to Trout. High and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The thing we talked about, Dave Roberts was addressing it also yesterday over in Arizona, is that Sasaki has been much more confident, and he has challenged more hitters. He's been attacking the strike zone.
Now the 2-2. Sasaki to Trout. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Trout down on strikes. 2 out, nobody on.
And that was the aforementioned splitter.
In his first 7 starts, Sasaki gave up 9 home runs in 33 2/3 innings. In his last 3 starts, just 1 home run in 17 1/3. Now here's Wade Meckler. 389. Takes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Meckler stands about 5'9". In his sophomore year in high school, he stood 4'11". Sasaki delivers a pitch on the outside corner. Meckler tried to check his swing, went around. It's 1-1.
Meckler has just come on. He's injected some life into the offense of this Angel Ball Club. Made his debut 22nd of May.
The 1-1 swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2.
I'm reminded very quickly about Freddie Patek with the Kansas City Royals was asked once. He said, what's it like being the smallest player in the major leagues? He says, it's a lot better than being the smallest player in the minor leagues.
On 1-2, Meckler. Strike, swing, 3 swinging. Ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Sasaki. Couple of punches.
Bryce Matthews, who struck out looking his first time up. Matthews getting the start in left field tonight. Matthews hits it in the air pretty well to center. Going back on it is Rafaela at the wall, looking up. See you later! Bryce Matthews with his first long ball of the year, right by the Phillips 66 home run pump, and the Astros lead 4-0. That went 434 feet just to the left of straightaway center, and it was 111 miles an hour off Matthews' bat.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Getaway, visit harrissocal.com today.
You hear the music, you hear the crowd. Shohei Ohtani's first at-bat brought to you by Asahi Super Dry. Japan's #1 selling beer. Seek what is unique. Well, Ohtani certainly falls into that category. Steps in at 301. 9th highest batting average in the major leagues. And he takes a strike, 0-1 from Reed Detmers. 26-year-old left-hander, 13th start of the year. 2 up, 5 down, an ERA of 4 2/3, 68 innings. And he has surrendered 6 home runs. Opponents hitting .227 against him. He delivers a strike on the outside corner. 0-2 to Ohtani. Pages on deck. Freeman to follow. The slumping Mookie Betts, the cleanup hitter at short. Kyle Tucker in right. Will Smith is behind the plate. Then you've got Alex Call in left. Miguel Rojas at second base. And Santiago Espinal is at third. Now the 0-2. Ohtani lays off. Pitch down and away. And is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
For Detmers, that fastball is at 95. He throws the slowest curveball of any pitcher, starting pitcher in baseball. I mean, it would get run over on the freeway, but it is a good one, and he'll change speeds exceptionally well.
Now Ohtani awaits the 1-2. From Detmers, the lefty delivers. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
That was the heater at 96. So a little extra on the fastball, and he strikes out the first man that he faces.
Now here's Andy Pages. On the year, 286, 13 home runs and 51 runs batted in. The 51 RBIs, the most in the major league so far this year. Takes a pitch away, 1 ball, no strikes. Defensively for the Angels, Wade Meckler is in left field, Mike Trout in center, and Joe Adell is in right. The infield playing back, Madrigal, the second baseman, nearly behind the bag. It's now 2-0 to Andy Pages with Freeman on deck. Outfield very deep. It's actually straight away. Now a high fly ball to left field and deep at the wall. It's going to be caught by Wade Meckler. A step or 2 in front of the wall. Here's 2 down.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles has been delivering 125 years of hope and healthier futures. And when your child needs championship care, visit chla.org.
Now Freddie Freeman at 271. 9 home runs and 34 runs batted in. Detmers delivers. Strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Not even a hint of a breeze at the moment. A very comfortable 71 degrees. Now the 0-1. Freeman takes a breaking ball just outside. It's 1-1. So the Dodgers begin the night with a hefty lead. At 40-23, 6.5 in front of Arizona, 7 in front of the slumping Padres. The 1-1. Freeman taking high and away. It's 2-1. You just get a sense that the Dodgers are Secretariat, and they're already beginning to separate themselves from the rest of the field in the National League West. The 2-1 is high and inside. It's 3 balls, 1 strike to Freddie Freeman. He's 5 for 19 in the series in Arizona. Career batting average, .299. Now here's the 3-1. Freeman fouls it to the left. It's 3-2. Detmer's 82 strikeouts on the year. Now on 3-2 to Freddie Freeman. He fouls it off to the left.
Detmer is making the first start in this ballpark since July of 2023. And he has not fared that well in this stadium. In his career, 0-3, ERA at 12.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Freeman fouls it off to the left again. Game 2 of the 3-game set tomorrow. The Morongo pregame at 6. First pitch, 7:10. Yamamoto goes for the Dodgers. Now the 3-2. Low and outside, ball 4. Freeman works the walk.
So how's your scorebook look with all the last-minute changes the Angels made?
I'm glad I brought my eraser. Even then, it's sloppy. Now here's Mookie. He's looking to find Looking to find himself. 0 for 4 last night on the year. He's at 183. Taking inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Against lefties, hitting .219. Against righties, 169. At home, 192, 172 on the road. Batting leadoff, he's hitting $1.25. Hitting fourth, he's hitting .250. And there's a line drive at the center field, and Mike Trout makes a spectacular diving catch in left center. Betts is robbed, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left after 1. The Angels, nothing. And
they say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998, Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide, and so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, sir. He's out. Look at this. Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puede ser el dueño de grandes momentos.
Joe Adele will lead it off for the Angels in the second against Roki Sasaki. Retired the side in order in the top of the first with a couple of strikeouts. Adele swings and fouls it off to the right. It's 0-1. Donovan Walton is on deck, and then Oswald Peraza. Adele 235, 9 home runs and 35 runs batted in. The 0-1. Fastball high. That is 1-1. This is the 64th game of the season. And the 1-1. Comebacker. Fielded behind second base by Rojas. Throws to first. Adele's retired. First out of the second.
Well, you see the original setup on the defense that had Rojas kind of playing up the middle to begin with, allowed him to go really to the third base side of the second base bag to make that play.
Top of the second is brought to you by Budweiser. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Now, here's Sasaki. Donovan Walton, left-handed hitter. Takes high and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
You were mentioning the Dodgers and number of games that they played. After tonight, 40% of the Dodgers season will have been completed.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul tip into and out of the glove of Will Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike. We were talking on the pregame. Sasaki is one of those guys. He wears his confidence on his sleeve and on his face, and he is a much more confident pitcher out there now, certainly, than he was in April. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
I think there's 2 different ways you can look at it. I think previously it may have been, he gave you the appearance that he was trying to avoid having the ball hit. Now he's pitching, at least from what I'm seeing, as if he is daring you to try and hit the ball.
As he did when he had that remarkable relieving run in the postseason last year. Now the 1-2. Half swing, foul to the left. Walton will see another pitch. Oswald Peraza is on deck. The Angels are 15 games under 500, 24-39. The 1-2, fly ball into left center field, the right center field. There's Andy Pages making a difficult catch look very easy, and now there's 2 out.
Pages just the big turnaround is that he's getting much better jumps. He has both feet on the ground when the ball crosses home plate. Something the first year and a half at the big league level he did not. He was still moving and had his right foot in the air when the ball would cross home plate. Subsequently, he got late jumps.
And now he's become one of the best defensive center fielders in the game. Great throwing arm to boot. Oswald Peraza swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
So I've used the same analogy with Pages in center they just talked about with Sasaki. Sasaki is like, I dare you to hit the ball. And with Pages, I dare you to hit it out my direction.
No balls and a strike. Peraza taking outside. 2-1. Correction, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Nick Madrigal is on deck. And now the 1-1 on the way. Fouled off to the right. That is 1-2. The other thing about Sasaki, now that he has found this path, he's working much more quickly. He's ready to throw instead of dilly-dallying out there. Now here comes the 1-2 to Peraza. A 283 hitter. The pitch on the way. Ground ball, 1 hop. What a stab by Freddie. Freeman dives and makes the play, running to the bag, beating Peraza by a step. Freeman robbing Peraza of a hit. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the second with no score.
In Blue Heaven, a split second changes everything.
I got Soto. All right.
Who? Austin Barnes. How do you like rings? Okay.
All right.
Young Jackson Holiday. Just wait.
Jackson Holiday's good.
Rick Cerrone, great hitting coach now.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn. All-star. That's good. That's
Spring
a good
break.
card.
Oh, these are like real ones.
There's gum in it.
87, baby. These are.
This gum's from 1987.
Actually from 87.
Go ahead. Take a piece of it. That's 1987.
Oh my God, that is gum.
It's gum.
I'm not taking a bite of it.
I'm not taking a bite of it either.
Williams pops it up. Another one for Jeffers. Well, the best part about it is that he can actually try to smile a little bit.
Jeffries laughs at himself, and I think that's cool. Because I'm not laughing at his inability to catch the pop. And that's the way the game is. You have to be able to laugh at yourself a little bit.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
We go to the bottom half of the second inning. It's brought to you by your Toyota dealers. They make it easy. So far, Roki Sasaki has made it look easy. 6 up, 6 down, 26 pitches, couple of strikeouts. And it's the first time all season Sasaki has been perfect through the first 2 innings. Now here's Tucker stepping in at 243. 5 home runs, 29 runs batted in. First pitch swinging. Fouls it to the left. Now a step in foul territory. Donovan Walton, the third baseman, makes the play. Tucker fouls out. First out of the second inning.
Catcher, number 16.
Now Will Smith stepping in. .251 with 6 home runs and 23 runs batted in. Alex Call is on deck. Detmer delivers. Call strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, Detmer is starting out doing in the early part of the game what he has done this year, and that's the first time through the lineup. He's really handled the opposing teams really well. Just a .155 batting average.
Outfield deep and straight away for Smith, who swings and fouls it back to the screen. It's 0-2. Smith this year is hitting just .167 against left-handed pitching, .279 against righties, .251 overall. And now the 26-year-old Detmer delivers, and Smith strikes out swinging. Second strikeout for Detmers. Second out of the second inning.
Left fielder, number 12, Alex Call.
Now here's Alex Call. .288 on the season. No home runs, 13 runs batted in. And as a pinch hitter, he's been outer-worldly. Swing and a miss, 0-1 from Detmers.
He's one of the few hitters that can say, hey, I have more walks, 11, than strikeouts, 9.
As a pinch hitter, he's 5 for 8. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 now to Call. And of course, with Teoscar Hernandez sidelined for the foreseeable future, Call's going to spend a lot of time out there. Miguel Rojas is on deck. Detmer's working quickly, and here's a 0-2 to Call. Swinging a little tapper to third. Quick pickup at third by Donovan Walton, but the throw takes Peraza off the bag. And Call is safe at first.
Yeah, just really bad footwork at first base by Peraza. Coming across and making the pickup.
The call on the field is safe. Los Angeles Angels have challenged.
Yeah, Peraza did not have either foot on the bag when he received the throw. It looked like maybe the right heel hit the bag before Call got there. And it's going to be close on the play, but just bad footwork by Peraza.
Jeremy Rahak, the first base umpire, with the emphatic off the bag signal. Fans in the stands are watching the replay now. Question is, was Peraza, who was initially off the bag, able to get his heel onto the bag before the arrival of Call? As we await. And still wait.
Sure, I remember a number of years ago we went to Replay Central.
Yeah.
And, they give you some close plays. You actually sit in the chair and you look at them. And one of the things that we discovered is that they like to have the high-speed slow motion sent first. Of all the different camera angles, it takes the longest to download.
After review, the fielder's foot did come back and touch the base before the runner. The call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. The Los Angeles Angels have retained their challenge.
Well, that answers that. He got the heel back in the nick of time. So we've got no score going to the third.
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street, a.k.a. Wrigley Field, into the hottest address in baseball. This week, the Cubbies flew the W for the 15th straight time, their longest home winning streak since '08. And they're winning in dramatic fashion.
Dansby's going to score. The Cubs are going to walk off the red. 4 ball game. 3 straight walk-off wins in the series against Cincinnati.
At the center of it all is Nico Horner, flat out playing like the best second baseman in baseball. Shota Imanaga has been one of the game's best on the hill with a sub-2.5 ERA. With PCA doing PCA things in the field and a solid bullpen, this Cubs team looks built for the long haul. The NL Central has been baseball's toughest division. Will the Cubbies' home field advantage be the difference in the chase for the division crown?
Now it's O'Neill Cruz, the 3-1 pitch. High fly ball to right field. Look at this blast. This Cruz missile's headed toward the Allegheny. Oh, baby. Number 12 for O'Neill Cruz, a no-doubter. O'Neill Cruz centered that pitch. 450-foot monster blast, 111 exit velo.
My goodness, does he hit the ball hard.
That ball was nuked. Absolutely nuked.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game.
Nick Madrigal leads off for the Angels. Top half of the third, no score. Neither team with a hit as yet. Call strike to Madrigal, and it's 0-1. Logan O'Hoppe is on deck, and then Adam Frazier. Now here's Sasaki on 0-1, and Madrigal takes a breaking ball just outside, low 1-1. Madrigal, like Wade Meckler, both out of Oregon State. And here they are. Bates in Anaheim, the 1-1. Comebacker off the glove. Oh, what a play! Off the glove of Sasaki. And then it was Rojas with a bare hand stab on the third base side of second, but the throw to first took Freeman off the bag. Just to get to the ball, A, Rojas, B,
Dodgers want to look at it.
Call on the field is safe at first base. The Los Angeles Dodgers have challenged.
Rojas with an outer worldly play.
Well, the Dodgers are going to win this challenge as well. I mean, how on earth do you come in and field the ball with one hand, the bare hand, and throw?
Got to be out. First base umpire Jeremy Rayhack with the call.
Well, not only was it a good play by Rojas to get the ball and make the throw, just incredible. And then for Freddie Freeman, all 6'5" of him.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. The Los Angeles Dodgers retain their challenge.
And with Freeman, that big stretch, went out and got the baseball. Two terrific plays on both ends.
Rojas can still pick it with the best of them. The fact that he was able to get to the third base side of second, so he's moving away from first, got the bare hand, threw across his body, and still got Madrigal. With great assistance from Freddie Freeman with the stretch. Now Logan O'Hoppe takes a strike, 0-1. Just a spectacular play. O'Hoppe tried to check his swing, went around, and is 0-2.
Well, Freeman made a terrific play to end the top of the second. We've seen a terrific diving stop by Mike Trout, and then this play. I mean, there's been some defense already in this game.
0-2 to O'Hoppe. Swung on and missed strike three. Well, Sasaki has now retired the first 8 batters he's faced tonight. 3 of them by way of strikeout.
Well, friends, make your favorite players all-stars. That's right. You can cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily, where you can visit MLB.com/vote, or you can go on the Dodgers website.
Now Adam Frazier. Was figuring he'd be watching the game tonight, but he was a last-minute addition to the lineup. He's the DH in his 11th season. And the Angels are his 6th different employer. Frazier fouls it toward the Angel dugout, and it's now 1 ball, 1 strike.
Quick note on the All-Star balloting. There are 2 different phases. So your favorite player has to get through the first phase. In order to get the second phase, you can vote up to 5 times a day for every email address.
The 1-1 is high and away, 2-1 to Adam Frazier.
If you go to the Dodgers website, Dodgers.com, when you get to the All-Star ballot and you look, there is a click you can make, and you can get an extra vote every day.
Now the 2-1, Frazier fouls it off, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
By the way, that's not just the Dodgers only. It's every team that if you go on their website, you can get up to 6 votes per day.
Now the 2-2. Low and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Adam Frazier.
I just want to clarify that. I'm not thinking that anyone would think, oh, the Dodgers, are they stuffing the ballots? No, every team is allowing that opportunity.
It's up to the fans. Now the 3-2. Low and inside, ball 4.
That's not the guy you want to walk. The number 9 hitter in the game.
That's the first base runner of the night for the Angels. A 2-out walk to Frazier. Zach Neto's coming up. Bounced to third in his first at-bat. Mike Trout is on deck. Sasaki is set. Frazier short lead at first. Neto takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, Muncy not playing because that vicious collision that he had last night at first base over in Arizona. For Neto's his first game back. He had a horrible collision at home plate last weekend against the Rays.
On 0-1, pitch in the dirt, and short hop nicely by Will Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So Neto, best way to describe it is his whiplash effect. He had neck soreness, a dull headache, and good enough to go tonight finally.
Neto hitting .230. He's got 10 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Steps out of the batter's box. Now he's back in. Stands very close to the plate, deep in the box. And now the 1-1 from Sasaki. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Saw a number this afternoon that surprised me with the Angels. Now they've split the last 10 games. They're 5-5, but the last 15 games they have been averaging over 5.5 runs every game. They put numbers up on the board.
The 1-2, Neto takes low and outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's the good news. The bad news is they've lost 12 of their last 20 and 18 of their last 30.
Well, they've scored some runs, but they've given up more.
Now here comes the 2-2 to Zach Neto from Roki Sasaki. Grounded to short. Betts with a backhanded step and a flip to second base for the force out. Terrific play turned in by Mookie Betts. So we've seen some fancy defense by both clubs so far tonight. We'll go to the bottom half of the third, and there's no score.
Presented by Bank of America. This is Nicole. Now, Nicole,
how can you go from one world-class athlete to another through some of the bravest acts of social protest in the world of sports? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
That's not even just running. That's like, you know, the discus and the hurdles and all of these things. He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector so that he could roll it, slow it down, stop, back it up, see how he's working his foot like this without burning the film.
So are you telling me that this is the first instructional baseball video out there?
In other words, he was the Tom Omansky of the 1920s.
And this is not all he's done, right? I mean, we're talking about the fact that he is huge in amateur baseball, right? And a big proponent for the Olympics.
Very early 30s, he started championing to get baseball into the Olympics, and he finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held, in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes, a request that the United States refused to follow.
We sent over Jesse Owens, we sent over Jewish ball players, and we sent over Mac Robinson. Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like
Miguel Rojas to lead it off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third. Will be followed by Santiago Espinal and then Shohei Ohtani. Detmer's first pitch at the bottom of the third is a call strike to Miguel Rojas. 258 on the year with a home run and 9 runs batted in. We have no score. Detmer's high leg kick delivers, and the lefty delivers and is fouled off by Rojas. It's 0-2. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free Dodger dog and any 16-ounce Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast at the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. As Rojas is able to check his swing on a pitch down and away. It's 1-2. Detmers delivers. Rojas takes low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jen Powell is calling balls and strikes. She's 49 and was an artist, professor of art. Grew up on Long Island, but wanted to become a big league umpire.
She went to Hofstra on an athletic scholarship. She was a catcher, Division I softball. And then she was part of the gold medal winning United States team, the precursor to the U.S. women's national baseball team, 2001.
The 3-2, Rojas swings and misses, down on strikes. That's the third strikeout for Detmers and the first out of the bottom of the third.
Saw Powell in spring training. One of 7 women to work professional baseball. Made her debut at the major leagues August 9th last year.
And now Espinal takes a strike, 0-1. And as we watch, nearly 3 innings of work. Appears to be absolutely on it. Nobody's turned around. Nobody's asked for a replay. The 0-1, Espinal taking high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ohtani is on deck. Detmers delivers. Espinal takes high. And it's 2-1. Well,
the catcher is challenging the call of ball.
Well, that's the first challenge.
The call is confirmed. Anaheim has 1 challenge remaining.
2 balls and a strike to Espinal. Now here's Detmer's delivery. Swing and a miss. Espinal nearly came out of his shoes on that swing. It's 2-2. So Espinal starting at third base tonight. Muncy, after that collision last night, not playing today. But the expectation is he'll be back in the lineup tomorrow. Well, that was a violent collision. The 2-2, Espinal swings and just gets a piece of it and fouls it off. Outfield deep and straight away. Espinal's got a little bit of power. A home run and 5 runs batted in. The 2-2. Lined right into the glove of first baseman Oswald Peraza. 2 out, nobody on.
By the way, the cap that Jim Powell wore on her Major League debut last August is now a piece of exhibition of the National Baseball Hall of Fame Museum in Cooperstown.
Ohtani struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Here's Detmer's pitch. Low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Ohtani on Wednesday night, 3 hits and 2 walks, along with that pitching performance. So last night he had a night off. He swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Since May the 12th, not quite a month, he's hitting .438. He's been on base 48 times, has scored 16 runs and knocked in 17. 1-1 is a call strike, 1 and 2, and an ERA of 3/4 of a run. On the year, he's hitting exactly 300. The 1-2, low and outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The Angels, they have the infield a couple of steps to pull. The outfield's the opposite direction, which is interesting because Ohtani, only 13% of the baseballs he's put into play have been to the opposite field.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. Reed Detmer's delivery is low, 3-2. Detmer's to Ohtani.
The catcher is challenging the call ball. The call is overturned. Anaheim has 1 challenge remaining.
And Ohtani has been struck out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 3, there's no score.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
I'm hoping we talk about a winner as Mason Wynn unleashes the stretch and in time. And the arm, the equalizer. Berger out by 1/8 of a step for a big first out. Oh no! Get out of here! Back to back to back!
You gotta be kidding me. Where did this come from? 4-0 Miami.
Fly ball center field. Hill and Antonacci converging. It's Antonacci with the diving play. This kid is turning into something special in left field.
The Reds win! Blake Dunn delivers, tossing his helmet to the...
Delivers, and Trout takes a strike inside corner, belt high, 0-1. Trout struck out swinging in his first at-bat. This is the first time in Sasaki's career he has no-hit the opposition through 3 innings. Here's the 0-1. Trout takes a fastball up and in. And that is 1-1. Outfield deep and straight away. Call and left especially deep. The 1-1. Trout swings and misses. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Four-seamer up and away, and Trout came up empty.
Well, to this point, this has been a very well-pitched game by both sides.
Only the 7th game this season where the two teams have no-hit one another through 3.
By the way, the defense hasn't been too shabby either.
Oh.
My goodness.
Trout on 1 and 2. One hop to short. That was a bullet, a scorcher, fielded by Betts, throws across the diamond. Trout is retired, first out of the 4th. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Dodgers Audio Network. Charlie Steiner, Rick Monday, Steven Nelson, Dwayne McDonald from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Wade Meckler takes a strike 0-1. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Adele on deck. Sasaki delivers. Fastball up and in. That is 1-1. 99, a four-seamer. Now we're getting to dusk and twilight time. Pop-ups and fly balls could be an issue for the next little while. Sasaki missing outside, 2-1. For Sasaki, his 51st pitch of the game, the 2-1. Meckler taking high and away. It's 3-1. Meckler stands 5'9". Kind of reminds me of David Eckstein. Little left-handed hitter who put the ball in play. Meckler fouls it off to the left, 3-2. Eckstein is now 51 years old. He was always fun to watch. He'd be the first one out. And he would throw as hard as he could against the netting behind the plate with nobody else on the field. The 3-2. High ball 4. Second walk of the game given up by Sasaki. Meckler is at first. Joe Adele coming up.
Oh, yeah, I think of Eckstein, too, a present that he gave then his manager, Tony La Russa, when he was with the St. Louis Cardinals. Eckstein signed a pair of cleats and gave it to his manager. And Tony loved it. He said, because Eckstein was always hustling.
Joe Adele swings and grounds it foul up the third baseline, 0-1. The other thing about Eckstein, just thinking back about it, he could foul off pitches intentionally. I mean, he would work the count by fouling pitches off. Drove opposing pitchers crazy. Now the 0-1 is strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Sasaki so far, 12 batters, 9 first pitch strikes. Now the 0-2, Adele. Call strike 3, inside corner at the knees. Strikeout number 4 for Sasaki. Second out of the 4th. And Donovan Walton coming up.
Well, head to the ballpark anytime. How about Tuesday, June 16th? The Rays are in at 7:10, and the first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a Dodgers soccer jersey presented by Bank of America. So for tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Walton, left-handed hitter, swings and misses, 0-1. A slider, and he's way out in front. Again, Sasaki, we were talking in the pregame and here in the first 3 innings plus. He looks far more confident. The 0-1, a swing and a foul back, 0-2. He's ready to pitch as soon as he gets the ball back. There is a clear presence of confidence out there, something we didn't see the early part of the year. On 0-2 with 2 outs, Sasaki to Walton. Upstairs, Checked his swing and did. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, I just also wonder about his confidence because the level of competition. You've got 30 teams here. One of the best players in the world. You start to look at teams and, you know, finally maybe thought to himself, hey, I belong here.
The 1-2. Call strike 3 inside corner, a fastball. Strikeout number 5 for Sasaki. Hasn't given up a hit yet. After 3.5, no score.
Dodger fans, stop.
Diving stop at second, Rojas. Dodger infield tonight, sparkling. Feeling for the wall, and he got it! Nice play by Christopher Morel, crashing on the bunt. What a play in left by Antonacci. Got the wall, jumps, and he makes the catch, crashes into the fence. Sharply hit, diving stop, Paredes, gets up, fires. Carter Jensen dives! Wow, what a play!
Caught by McGonigal at third, wow.
Sliding catch! Joe does it again. He's saving runs everywhere you put him. Makes the running catch. Terrific catch by A.J. Ewing.
Glides, gloves, spins, fires. What a play! What a play!
Well, that glove can play.
Dives. Whoa, what a catch! Adolis Garcia with a diving grab. Run down by Crow Armstrong!
Wow. Spin and a throw to get Real Muto. That was fancy. Liner, but there's De La Cruz. Naylor able to snare it. Woo to the bag. He just took a hit away.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
They'll only be able to get one if they can get that. Here, John bobbles the ball and should have held it. They're going to try to score again. And Thomas.
No score. Paz flied to left in his first at-bat and takes a strike 0-1.
You know, another thing that Pa has been able to do, I think if you look at the last couple of years before the season, he had difficulty discerning where the outside part of the plate was. We talked about it a lot last year, particularly the slider. Well, he has made much better contact now and knows knowledge of the strike zone with 2 strikes.
The 0-1 is a breaking ball inside at the knees.
And I say that
strike.
because this year with 2 strikes, he's hit 229. And while that may sound low to some, that's the 6th highest average with 2 strikes of any player in baseball.
On 1-1, half-hearted swing and misses 1-2.
And now I'll have to hit with 2 strikes here. And I mean, that's saying something. With 2 strikes, the 6th best average in baseball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. He fouls it off to the right. Bottom of the 4th brought to you by Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Visit uniqlo.com/US. That's the importance when you hear he's working the count. The 1-2, he fouls it off again. Ahead in the count. The odds fall to the hitter's side. 2 strikes to the pitcher's side. And again, the 1-2. Low and inside, check the swing, it's 2-2. Freeman on deck and Betts to follow. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Detmer's missing high and away, it's 3-2. Pages hitting .285. The 3-2. He lifts it in the air into short right. Sprinting in is Adele, and he'll make the catch about 3 feet fair. Pages flies to right. First out of the bottom of the 4th.
Well, Joe Adele has had a venturesome season. He has robbed some potential home runs. And the other day, he had a ball that went off the glove, hit him in the head, and went over the fence for a home run.
It was not as clear as the Canseco historic blooper. Now here's Freddie Freeman, swinging and missing, had his own wall.
At least with Adele, it went off of his glove, deflected off of the glove. Of a Canseco, his glove missed it totally. Kevin Kennedy was his manager, Canseco, with the Texas Rangers. And Kevin still laughs about the fact Canseco, to this day, said, no, ball didn't hit my head.
The 0-1, who are you going to believe, me or the film?
Yeah.
The catcher is challenging the call ball.
Catcher Logan Ohapi.
Throws overturned. Anaheim has one challenge remaining.
Early in the game, you better be pretty sure if you're making a challenge. You don't want them, they're valuable. You only have 2 to play with. So now it's no balls and 2 strikes to Freeman. 271 with 9 home runs and 34 runs batted in. Detmer's 53rd pitch. Line drive, center field, drops in for a base hit. First hit of the game. Freeman, a clean line drive single to left center.
Freeman, by the way, not too bad either with 2 strikes. Any count for that matter.
You know, Freeman's lifetime batting average, .299. Now here's Betts, who was robbed by Trout. Dive and catch in left center field in the first inning. Now Betts takes a strike. Outside corner, 0-1. Detmer's hitting, or rather, Betts hitting 181 as Detmer delivers inside. 1-1.
So we went from a changeup for a strike to 96 on the fastball inside that missed.
A ball, a strike, and an out. Short lead for Freeman. Detmer's missing high and away. It's 2-1. So Freeman has reached base in each of his first 2 plate appearances, a hit and a walk. No other Dodger's been on base as yet. No score. 2 balls and a strike. Betts with a half-hearted swing and misses. It's 2-2. So Sasaki's not giving up a hit through 4. It's his 3rd time in the last 9 games that a Dodger starter has a no-hitter through 4 innings. Now the 2-2. High and inside is 3 balls and 2 strikes. On the year, Detmer's 86 strikeouts and 22 walks. 3-2 to Betts. Freeman stays put. Betts checks his swing, ball 4. Now the pitching coach, Mike Maddox, going to come out.
There's a spot. The Dodgers didn't really shine in that 4-game series over in Arizona where they split the 4 games. But in this spot, runners in scoring position. The Dodgers hit .290. What's surprising is that Arizona, winning 2 of those 4, hit just .125. They were 3 for 24 with runners in scoring position.
The home plate umpire, Jen Powell, breaks up the meeting. First and second, 1 out. Kyle Tucker coming up. The mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Tucker on the years at .242. He's still looking to get this season going.
Well, he fouled out the first pitch that he saw thrown to him in the initial at bat, leading off the second inning tonight.
Will Smith on deck. Freeman leads from second. Betts from first. Detmers delivers. Low and outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Will Smith on deck. 2 terrific base runners on board for the Dodgers. Freeman at second, Betts at first. The 1-0 ground ball, backhanded stab by Peraza at second base. They get the force out. Freeman goes to third. Tucker is aboard with 2 out.
Number 16, Will Smith.
Brings up Will Smith. That was a difficult play for Peraza. Betts is on his way to second base as the ball was headed toward Peraza's glove. Well, the Dodgers now first and third, 2 out. Smith, the strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Smith always a terrific clutch hitter since his first days with the Dodgers. Came out of Louisville and takes low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Alex Call on deck. Detmers delivers. Smith swings and misses. Elevated fastball, 1-1. 95 with a hum baby. Freddie Freeman leading off third. Tucker off first. The 1-1. Fouled off to the right. And is 1-2.
So in this sequence, there have been 3 pitches to Will Smith. A changeup, fastball up, and a slider.
So if you're Smith, what do you expect?
Well, you have to expect a strike to be thrown. Doesn't matter really what the pitch is. You can't look off speed and speed things up if it's a fastball.
Here comes the 1-2. Foul back to the screen.
And it was the heater at 96. You can slow things down, but if you're looking for a changeup or a slow curveball, and a guy throws it up there about 96, 97 miles an hour. If you're looking off speed, you're done.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. First and third. Smith takes call, strike 3. That ends the inning. A slider. And Smith caught looking. It's the second time he's been struck.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. Looked like it was going to be a really good play for Jurickson Profar.
He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless. Come on, man. Got it there. Yes, indeed.
And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
That brings up Samuel Basayo.
The 1-1. Basayo hits us high in the air. Center field. Langford back. This one is way out of here. That may have been off the batter's eye in center. Samuel Basayo just hit it where almost no one ever has. Holy smokes. Some 440 feet later, Samuel Basayo just destroyed that baseball. A breathtaking moment at Camden Yards.
437, 109.5 off the bat.
So without further ado, snap on your time goggles and prepare to zoom 1,000 years into the future. The D-backs are still the D-backs, though now they're represented by a robotic techno-snake, and the Cubs have embraced their future amongst the stars, now being represented by Ursa Major. Minneapolis was the first to establish relations with our extraterrestrial friends. The Rays are the cosmic rays flying through space in their devil ray-shaped spacecraft.
They say it's a game of numbers, but el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
starting pitching. 16 consecutive scoreless innings. And here's Peraza, who bounced to first in his first at-bat, leading it off in the top half of the fifth. Angels still looking for their first hit of the night. They've had 2 walks. Sasaki delivers, low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Oswald Peraza. 282 with 7 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Nick Madrigal on deck. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. It really is remarkable watching Sasaki work tonight. Thinking back to the first month of the season when he appeared to be lost at sea. The 1-1, missing low and outside, 2-1.
There's a great quote by Sasaki a couple of days ago. Here's the quote. Learned a lot along the way. Those experiences became tools I can draw from when things aren't going well. I believe everything was a necessary part of the process.
Now on 2-1. High chopper to third. Espinal picks it up, throws across the diamond. The speedy Peraza's retired. First out of the fifth.
Yeah, that high bouncer, but for Espinal, going to realize, hey, look, the guy's got pretty good speed. Get rid of the ball and hurry.
Number 17, Madrigal.
Madrigal at 375. Right-handed hitter. Takes a breaking ball inside corner for a strike. 0-1. No score, 1 out, top of the fifth. Sasaki on 0-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. A splitter down and away, and Madrigal comes out with nothing. No balls, 2 strikes. Outfield straight away. And the 0-2 from Sasaki. Here it comes. And a chopper foul down the third base line. Keith Johnson is the Angels' third base coach. Adam Eaton is their first base coach. Logan O'Hoppe is on deck. Now the pitch. Fly ball left field. Fairly deep. Call going back. And it is ground rule double. A double. Off the wall. First hit of the night for the Angels.
Well, that's just a mistake pitch right there. That was a splitter that didn't do much splitting. It just hung up in the air.
So the Angels with their first runner in scoring position. As Logan O'Hoppe steps in, struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Takes high and inside. Under the whiskers, 1 ball, no strikes. Adam Frazier is on deck. Now here comes the 1-0. Low. 2 balls, no strikes. To O'Hoppe. On 2-0, O'Hoppe ground ball to third. Espinal's got it. Freezes the runner at second. Throws to first. O'Hoppe's retired, 2 gone.
And O'Hoppe will need a new piece of lumber. You can hear that one break all the way up here in the press box.
Number 20, Adam Frazier.
Adam Frazier walked in his first plate appearance. Zach Neto is on deck. For Sasaki, his 72nd pitch of the night. Frazier takes high and away, 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. Frazier swings and misses, and it's 1-2. Kosaki puts the rosin in his hands, drops it on the mound, and the 1-1 to Adam Frazier. There's a call strike, 1-2. Frazier drafted by the Pirates out of Mississippi State back in 2013. The 1-2 just under the knees, 2-2. It's always been a tough out. Here's the 2-2 from Osaki. Down goes Frazier. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Strikeout number 6 for Roki Sasaki. After 4.5, halfway through this game, no runs, 1 hit.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street, aka Wrigley Field, into the hottest address in baseball. This week, the Cubbies flew the W for the 15th straight time, their longest home winning streak since '08. And they're winning in dramatic fashion.
Dansby's going to score. The Cubs are going to walk off the red. 4-ball game. 3 straight walk-off wins in the series against Cincinnati.
At the center of it all is Nico Horner, flat out playing like the best second baseman in baseball. Shota Imanaga has been one of the game's best on the hill with a sub-2.5 ERA. With PCA doing PCA things in the field and a solid bullpen, this Cubs team looks built for the long haul. The NL Central has been baseball's toughest division. Will the Cubbies' home field advantage be the difference in the chase for the division crown?
The express written consent of the Los Angeles
Third in his first at-bat, Detmers delivers. Strike at the knees, inside corner, 0-1. Steven Nelson's going to join you when we get to the 6th. Miguel Rojas on deck, Espinal to follow. As Call fouls it back to the screen. It's 0-2. The Knicks have gone up 2-0 on San Antonio, a 1-point win. Next stop in New York. Knicks have won 13 straight playoff games. Now here comes the 0-2 in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And as a kid growing up in New York, the Knicks were the basketball team that you really followed.
Here's how old I am. I used to go to Madison Square Garden, not the one now, the one on 8th Avenue and 50th Street, with Richie Guerin and Carl Braun. So watch that team, and that is the Knicks. What's going on in New York and with the Knicks is something special. That 69-70 team with Willis Reed and Walt Frazier, Bill Bradley, and the like. The 2-2 line drive caught at second base by Alex Call, first out of the 5th. So you're seeing and hearing on news and sports about the Knicks in New York. I can tell you, it's not over-exaggerated. What's going on back there is legit. And it's quite exciting. You know, just so I'm an old guy. Rojas takes a ball low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, it's that way for all of us. You know, a team that you followed as a kid.
And then suddenly, wow, they can actually win this thing. The 1-0. Rojas lifts it in the air a million miles to the right side. Adam Frazier camped underneath it and eventually comes down. He makes the catch. 2 gone.
Hey, friends, tomorrow night, Tyler Glasnow, Starter Series bobblehead night. Presented by Blue Shield, and the first 40,000 fans in attendance will get the exclusive bobblehead. So come out and join us. For tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Now here's Espinal getting the start at third base. The hope and expectation is that Max Muncy will be back in the lineup tomorrow. Espinal lined to first in his first at-bat, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Espinal swings and misses at a breaking ball. And it's 0-2.
Dave Roberts did not know if Muncy was going to be available to pinch hit in this ballgame. Max is in uniform and he's sitting on the bench and watching the game, which is remarkable after seeing that collision.
The 0-2 is a grounder foul toward the Dodger dugout off the bat of Santiago Espinal.
That collision at first base last night could have been devastating for both players.
What was fascinating about it is the fielder or the runner could have slid into first base. Neither did, thus the head-on collision. And now Espinal lifts it in the air into short right. Adam Frazier's been busy here in the bottom of the 5th, making 4 putouts. Nothing across. We'll go to the 6th. Steven Nelson will join you.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
It's like, good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it. Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go Placata right now on the field just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
Get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
And you're just going to hold on to it?
Yeah. Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, Placata.
Every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. Yeah. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
That's going to be a fair ball for Cianfrocco. He's going to get at least a double. There's that tough corner. Throw coming in. It's way over. I don't know what happened.
Dodgers Audio Network is going to the bullpen. The Dodgers certainly are not. Roki Sasaki and Reed Detmers continue to duel here in Los Angeles. Game 1 of the second installment of the Freeway Series. Stepping in for the great Charlie Steiner alongside Rick Monday and producer and engineer Dwayne McDonald. I'm Steven Nelson. Colin Yee back in studio as well. It'll be the top of the order for the Angels and the top of the 6th in a scoreless ball game. Zach Neto, first Angel to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Sasaki kicks and fires. First pitch in the air, left field, charging in call. No one's going to get there. Lands in the gap between the two outfielders, and it's a leadoff base hit for Neto.
Well, sometimes it pays to get jammed, and that's exactly what happened with Neto.
Mo, I'm just glad that this time around I can't be blamed for breaking up a no-hit bid. No, don't even think about it, Mo. I see the wheels turning in there.
Oh, no. You don't see them, you hear them.
Just the second hit of the night for Anaheim. Third hit in the game overall as Mike Trout swings at the first pitch and fouls back strike 1. Both Sasaki and Detmers 5 scoreless to start. Only 1 hit in those first 5 innings.
Neto is aboard. He's got some speed to keep an eye on. The 0-1 to Trout is strike 2. Fastball at 97.
The Angels have 31 stolen bases compared to the Dodgers' 27.
And Mo, I think most Dodger fans, they have in their minds what happened in Anaheim a couple of weeks ago when the Dodgers bludgeoned the Angels over 3 games. The 0-2 pitch from Sasaki to Trout. We'll wait as he throws over to first. Neto dives back safely. When they outscored the Angels, the Dodgers did 31-3 in those games. Well, this is a different Angel offense entering this series. They have been on a roll offensively specifically. Pitch number 80 of the night, the 0-2 to Trout. Strike 3 called. Froze him with a fastball at 98.
Sasaki, he's reached 99 as far as the upper level of the fastball, but to your point, yes, the Angels, mentioned earlier in the pregame show, the last 15 games, they have averaged almost 6 runs a game, 5.87 to be exact.
1 on, 1 out, no score, top of the 6th. It's now the left-handed hitting Wade Meckler, I beg your pardon, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Ball 1 from Sasaki. Sasaki out of the stretch. Will throw back over to first to keep Neto near Freddie Freeman. He dives back safely. First disengagement in this plate appearance. He had one in Trout's AB as well. The pitch as Neto goes is called a strike. The throw down to second, the tag, not in time. As Neto slides in safely with a stolen base to get into scoring position.
Yeah, Neto took off before Sasaki came out of the stretch position. It's remarkable that the throw by Will Smith was as
call on the
close as
field
it
is
was.
safe at second base. Los Angeles is challenged.
So the Dodgers are challenging the safe call at second base. The Dodgers have one successful challenge already here tonight.
I'm not sure this one is going to hold up or be reversed.
Again, call on the field was safe. Ooh.
Well, the tag was on the outside of the left thigh on the head first dive coming in by Neto. But from what I saw, at least on one look, that's not going to be conclusive to overturn the call.
So, crew chief Dan Isonia, Jeremy Rehak, huddled next to each other halfway up the first baseline, looking at Dodger Vision as the replays roll on here. You did not hear a crazy reaction from the home crowd, which would support your initial feeling that the call will stand on the field. And as the replay operations center in New York continues to review, Sasaki will start to get loose a little bit on the mound just to stay warm. Mo, there might be enough. I
don't think the glove really made contact with the left thigh before the left hand got into the bag. Maybe another look at it from a different angle than what we have seen a couple of different times. You know what you really like about the replay? The ABS too, because it catches not only attention of all the players who stop and look, but the fans as well.
Right now, interested viewing party in the Dodger dugout to see.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Los Angeles Dodgers lose their challenge.
All right, so the Dodgers lose their team challenge. And Neto has his 9th stolen base. He's just 9 for 15 on the base paths this year. Still no score for the Dodgers or Angels, but Anaheim has a runner on second with Neto, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike for Wade Meckler. Here's the pitch. Meckler takes. It's a strike, a splitter at 88.
Those are just big stolen bases, especially if we're in the 6th inning of a scoreless game. And you have the runner take off before you come out of the stretch position.
There's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Fastball 98. Nothing Meckler can do about that but shake his head and head back to the dugout. Back-to-back Ks for Sasaki. So now 8 strikeouts for Sasaki, which matches his career high set the last time he faced the Angels on May 17th. Now Joe Adell up there swinging at the first pitch, fouls a strike toward the Dodger on deck circle.
Well, the case needed. Alex Vesia getting loose in the Dodgers bullpen.
Sasaki at 85 pitches with 2 outs in the top of the second, scoreless. Neto takes his lead now as secondary. The 0-1 to Adell. Hit on the ground, left side, diving stop Espinal. He's up, spinning and throwing. It's in time. The Dodger defense dazzling on this Friday as Espinal perhaps saves a run and keeps the game scoreless. 5.5 innings complete.
This is Andre Ethier. Listen to Petros and Money for the cue to call.
Do you mind clearing up what in the world a guy with 1 career big league hit is doing with a baseball card that looks like this?
Yeah, every player in the mid to late 80s wanted to dupe a photographer, right? The entire rest of the season, I was wondering what my card would look like next year if I was able to sneak it through. And I open it up and I see one with me with the eye black and the batting gloves.
And you celebrate.
I was like, yeah, I duped him.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Well, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY, and the midnight navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, die hard, and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
Reynolds backing up on this ball and misplays it.
Well, I don't know what happened to Reynolds here. He badly misjudged that ball as he moved back.
That's outstanding. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, Garrett. That's a lot of work.
And Adames lost the bat and nearly took out.
Top of the order for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. Shohei Ohtani against Reed Detmers for a 3rd time. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. Can Detmers keep holding him down? First pitch, a wave and a miss at a curveball, strike 1. Ohtani struck out swinging at a fastball in the first, struck out looking in the 3rd. So the average dips back below 300, now at 299. 19-game on-base streak for Ohtani. He is yet to extend it here this evening. Just 1 Dodger hit against Reed Detmers so far. Detmers 0-1 pitch. Hooks low and away. Ohtani with a calm look in the batter's box. Waiting on a 1-1. Here it is. Flied in the air to left field. Meckler running toward the line, well in front of the wall. He makes the catch.
Well, I want to remind you a special day. Father's Day coming up on Sunday, June 21st. Now, the Baltimore Orioles will be in town. That's a 1:10 start. Why not bring Dad to the ballpark? First 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a special Father's Day T-shirt presented by Uniqlo. So for tickets and information, don't get left out. Bring Dad out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Base is clear. 1 out, bottom 6, no score. Andy Pages takes his turn. He's 0 for 2. First pitch, a strike on the inside corner. Starts him off with a change.
Both these starting pitchers tonight have really kept the opposing team off stride. And with Detmers, he goes from 96 mile an hour the fastball to 72 miles an hour the curveball.
The pitch. Pages swings a little late on the fastball. Fouled back, strike 2.
He's also used that changeup a lot. First pitch to right-handed batters tonight.
Never been a doubt about Detmer's talent.
Nope.
You don't get selected 10th overall for no reason. That was back in the 2020 draft. But it's been a roller coaster, and part of that, look, has been kind of the yo-yo with his development. Last year, 61 games exclusively out of the bullpen, but now back in the starting role and having his best year yet. The 0-2 is in the dirt inside to Pages.
I really think the starting rotation fits him better because he does change speeds. He can establish the fact, okay, here's the high bar for the fastball. This is the off-speed pitch. Here's the curveball. Coming out of the bullpen, you come out with one thing in mind. Put out a fire now.
On a 1-2, Pages just serves him the other way to right field, and that'll get down for a hit. Adele took a little J route to make sure it didn't get into the gap and get extra bases for Pages, but Andy will take the one-out single.
And Stephen, at the last at-bat, I was talking about Pages. 6th highest average in baseball to this point in the season with 2 strikes. And that was a base hit with 2 strikes.
He's one of those guys that you just cannot rattle. Even though the numbers may fluctuate, he may get hot and cold. Pages cold-blooded. 1-on, 1-out, bottom 6. The Dodgers trying to break the ice in this series opener against Anaheim. Freddie Freeman is up there for the 3rd time. He's reached twice already, a walk and a single. The pitch. Low and away, ball 1.
You think that Detmers, also being a lefty, might be able to curtail the stolen bases. There's not a high number of stolen bases, but 8 out of the 9 attempts have been successful against him this year.
1 ball, no strike. Detmers out of the stretch. Pages takes off for second. Freeman takes a strike. The throw down from Ohapi. The tag in time. So Ohapi to Neto, tag applied to clear Pages off the bases. He looked back for the dugout to see if they challenged, but the Dodgers don't have a challenge. And even if they did, Mo, I'm not sure they would have used it.
It was going to take a perfect throw by Ohapi, and that's exactly what he delivered. Absolutely perfect throw.
Pages off the bases. Ohapi fist pump after recording out number 2. Now Freeman swings and bounces strike 2 toward the Angel dugout. Now you can understand with hits coming at a premium tonight, Andy Pages and the Dodgers trying to get aggressive out there, get into scoring position for Freddie Freeman. Still scoreless in the 6th. On a 1-2, Detmers spikes a change in the dirt well in front of home plate. Angel bullpen has just started stirring. Detmers at 88 pitches here with 2 gone in the 6th. Meanwhile, the Dodger bullpen, which had Vesia throwing the last half inning, has gone quiet. Detmers into his windup, the 2-2. Just misses outside, filling the count for Freddie. The way this night is tracking, Freddie Freeman might have to just do it himself. The payoff pitch. Freeman bounces one foul off the plate, dribbles back on the infield on the third base side. We'll do it again.
A slider inside. That may have been ball 4, but a little bit too close to take for Freddie Freeman.
Count still full on Freddie. Detmers deals, and Freeman can't check his swing. He's down on strikes, and Detmers end up facing the minimum in the 6th despite Pages' single. Caught stealing helped his cause. After 6 full innings, the Dodgers nothing and the Angels nothing.
And there is career hit number 1800 as Mike Trout has a double here in the 1st.
And that was one of those breaking balls that got a little bit more of the plate. Congrats on number 1800 for Trouty.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 10 strikeouts for Skeens, and he'll walk off the mound with a wry smile.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
soon as he hit it and watch this ball sail.
Cedon's got a long run in. He dives and makes a ridiculous play. He doesn't care about the score or the record. That is as good as you can do it.
Wow.
Superman.
That is as full extension as you can get.
Cam Smith going back to the wall, and he will jump up. Does he make the catch? No, he got it. He got it. Cam just robbed him of a home run.
Tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker, and here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting. And now he's back to the left side, and a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards, and that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right.
Top of the seventh brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Roki Sasaki returns to the hill, top of the seventh in a scoreless ball game, facing Donovan Walton and giving him strike one. Walton starting at third base tonight, 0 for 2. Sasaki struck him out last time he saw him back in the fourth. The pitch. Misses outside with the splitter, 1-1. Oh, called strike 2. I beg your pardon. Quickly 0-2, and now the next pitch from Sasaki is swung on and fouled back. Fastball at 99.
So that velocity has been steady tonight.
Another 0-2. Sasaki tries again. Walton fouls it away again. Edgardo Enriquez now up in the Dodger bullpen as another 0-2 comes home. Walton bounces it foul off the front of the Angel dugout. Another 0-2. Walton swings and misses. Strike 3. It's a splitter to get his 9th K and set a new career high.
Just a different Roki Sasaki as that we're seeing now with the confidence and just challenging hitters.
First out of the seventh, nobody on and no score. Peraza tries to bunt the first pitch and it rolls foul on the third base side.
Somebody out there is saying, well, you know, it's the Angels. They're 24-39 and they're last in the American League West. Well, keep in mind, again, I made mention a few different times, the last 15 games, the Angels have averaged over 5.5 runs a game.
In the air, left center. Pages calmly makes the call in the catch, well in front of the warning track out number 2.
The Angels are also now getting a look at a lot of their younger players that are coming up, developing. That's not an easy spot for an organization, for a manager, and for a team to have consistency either.
Seventh spot of the order, the second baseman, Nick Madrigal. Madrigal doubled in the fifth. That was the first hit allowed by Roki tonight. First pitch is a fastball and a strike. Nothing in one. The right-handed Madrigal Stares out at Sasaki, and here's the pitch. Strike 2 taken. It's a high slider.
And for Sasaki, the next pitch will be number 96.
Madrigal stepped out of the batter's box for a brief moment. Now climbs back in. 0-2. Sasaki kicks and fires. Swung on and fouled away, dribbling toward Dave Robertson, the Dodger dugout. Sasaki approaching the end of the line, trying to get through 7 innings for the second time in his career. Second consecutive start against the Angels. On the 0-2, Madrigal down swinging. It's a splitter. Smith has to throw to Freddie Freeman to make it official, but double-digit Ks. Kuroki Sasaki, a new career high. He heads off the mound after 7 scoreless innings here at Dodger Stadium. Let's stretch.
He's aboard ahead of Corbin Carroll. Corbin last year, the first 30-30 season in D-backs history.
Corbin Carroll lines it to right. And it's off the wall. Marte coming around. Corbin Carroll, he's going the distance. He's going for speed.
94 down and in, right in his wheelhouse. Thought that ball had a chance to get out of here off the bat, but it hits at the base of the fence out there. And then one of our favorite things to watch, Corbin Carroll legging out a triple.
High in the air to right. Carpenter back to the track. He's back to the wall. And it's gone.
Halfway home to the cycle for Corbin Carroll. It's his first of the year, and it's 5-0 Diamondbacks to the bottom of the second.
Breaking ball down and in slider, battling, trying to locate that pitch, and that's not where you want to throw it to a lefty, especially when that lefty's named Corbin Carroll. 2 big blasts.
Here comes Pudge, and Burley tried to wrestle the ball out of his glove. Swinging at a pitch out.
Well, the catcher thought it was a pitch out, but McCarthy didn't know it. The umpire's going, whoa.
Ortiz did the strangest slide you've ever seen. He went down on one knee and went in frontwards.
Nice play by Punto, and the third base umpire takes a tumble.
Quite an acrobatic play, but he got out of the way.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the...
We're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network. Angels go to their bullpen after 6 2-hit innings from Reed Detmers. It's the right-hander Chase Silseth taking over. Angel pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations all around Southern California. No score for the Dodgers and Angels yet, as Mookie Betts is ready to lead things off in the 7th. First pitch, a wave and a miss, strike 1. First pitch, breaking ball from Silseth. Detmer, 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 91 pitches, 58 strikes. The 0-1 is low in the dirt, ball and a strike.
It's been a heck of a ball game.
Especially
2 very well pitched games. The defense has been one of the best defensive games that we have seen to this point.
It's been a recent trend for
Absolutely.
ball games we've watched, huh? Silseth's 1-1. Betts watches strike 2, fastball at 96. Here in the bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Mookie walked his last time up, now trying to get on base again, maybe touch all the bases. He's behind 1-2. Here's the pitch. Mookie lines one foul on the third base side into the net, and we'll see another. Four games in Arizona, and including tonight, Mookie is 2 for his last 18. Another 1-2. Betts with another foul ball. Bouncer into the camera well down at the end of the Dodger dugout. The other thing, the Dodgers are not only trying to take the lead here, but put Sasaki in line for a win, Mo, before the Dodgers go to the bullpen. On a 1-2, Betts up the middle, roller backhanded at second by Madrigal, throws across his body on time to get Mookie in the first out.
Sasaki tonight has been sensational.
Kyle Tucker digging in. 0 for 2 tonight. It finished the series at Chase Field strong. The last 2 games against the D-backs was 4 for 9 with a homer. Trying to find the stroke here at home. First pitch, swings and fouls back. Strike 1, a fastball at 96 off the inside corner.
Yeah, they jammed him.
Yep. It's just been a high volume first pitch swinger entering this series. A tick above 46% of the time he's swinging to the first pitch. He's done so tonight as well. The 0-1 pulled foul into the Angel dugout, strike 2. Issue is, you look at his numbers in the first pitches, he's batting .306. Like, okay, well, maybe that's good he's ambushing, but that's actually below the league average batting average on the first pitches. Another 0-2 from Silseth in the dirt outside. So while it's a good clip, generally speaking, in baseball terms, a batting average above 300, it's not high enough to warrant the constant volume of first pitch swings from Tucker up to this point. The ball in 2 strikes. Here's Silseth. And Tucker strikes out swinging. Fastball by him at 96. 2 outs in the 7th.
Well, Steven, if you looked at that at bat to begin with, okay, first ball swinging. Nothing wrong with swinging at first pitch if it's your pitch. But my point being, on the first pitch, this at bat that he just had, he was jammed on the ball inside. May have been off the plate. So selection of the first pitch. Is it good? Is it in your favor? Is it the pitcher's favor?
2 outs, bases clear, no score, bottom 7. Here's Will Smith, who's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. First pitch, ball 1 outside from Silseth. And Smith with 2 punch outs against the fellow former Louisville Cardinal and Reed Detmers. A 1-0 from the righty Silseth. Misses the inside corner. Called ball 2, but Logan O'Hoppy's going to use a challenge.
The catcher is challenging the call ball.
Angels have 1 left. O'Hoppy is 1 for 2 tonight, and he is now 1 for 3.
The call is confirmed. Anaheim is out of challenges.
So 2-0 for Smith, who's sitting pretty with the count. Silseth, ball and glove into his windup. Smith takes, hits low, ball 3. Alex Call is on deck.
Well, for Smith, he's not going to get the take sign here. He likes it in a certain zone. Pop the buttons off the shirt. And just take a big rip.
And Mo, this is the time of night, time of game that Smith really shines, the late innings. So I like where your head's at. 3 balls, no strikes, the pitch. He takes ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs in the 7th. Go ahead run on for the Dodgers. The left fielder Alex Call, 0 for 2 tonight. Hitting .279 on the year. Mound visit from Logan O'Hoppy. Just giving the right-hander Silseth a moment to catch his breath. Call 5 for his last 22. Those APs coming across 11 games, including tonight. Mound visit complete. O'Hoppe behind the dish. Smith off first base, held there by Peraza. Silseth into the stretch. Say that 5 times fast. His first pitch to call. Outside, ball 1.
Infield, big gap on the right side. Outfield, big gap in left center.
The 1-0. Call. Swings through a strike. Dodgers have scored in just one of the last 18 innings. 2 outs. Smith on first here in the 7th. Scoreless in this series opener against Anaheim. Ball at the belt. Silseth with the 1-1. Call takes a high, strike 2. Right side of the infield is wide open for Call if he wants to smack one the other way. Behind 1-2. Silseth comes home. Hooks a breaking ball low and away. Check swing. The Angels want to appeal. They do and lose. And that evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miguel Rojas is on deck. Should Call find a way to reach. The 2-2 pitch. Low, ball 3, and now the count is full. Alex Call, top 3 in the National League in both chase rate and whiff rate. So he's not swinging at pitches outside the zone. And if he's swinging at all, he's making contact. The payoff. Smith takes off. He's jammed. It's a pop-up, and Silseth will do it himself. Comes toward the third base line to secure the final out of the 7th. No score as we go to the 8th.
Pop quiz. How do you go from Captain Clutch to the Iron Horse through a milestone and a marathon? The answer is on Hall of Fame Connections.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
3,000! History with an exclamation point!
He's just the 2nd player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,000th 131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the
Roki Sasaki's evening officially done. 7 shutout innings, just 2 hits and 2 walks. A new career high in Ks with 10 strikeouts. He lowers his ERA to 4.03. He threw 98 pitches, and most 72 of those were strikes.
Well, he just did a magnificent job. And you can see the confidence really kind of flowing. I used the analogy before is that it at times looked like he was trying to avoid having the baseball hit. Now it looks like he's daring hitters to try and hit the baseball.
So here's Edgardo Enriquez. First pitch to O'Hoppe's bunted foul over the net behind home plate. Strike 1. This Dodger pitching change is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Well, you're trying to bunt, and you bunt it over the backstop. It's a very poor bunt. Just saying.
Let's see if he tries it again. 0-1. Kept the bat on the shoulders as Enriquez yanked a sinker to the backstop at 102.
Scoreless game in the 8th inning. Dodgers playing the infield back. And Espinal playing at third base tonight. Maybe about 7 feet off the foul line. Outfield, maybe a step deeper than they would normally be in the tie game.
The pitch. O'Hoppe takes. It's a strike at the bottom of the zone at 103, and O'Hoppe throws his arm up in disgust and disbelief, has to call time, stepping away from Jim Powell. It was low, but the Angels are out of challenges.
Well, was it he didn't like the call or didn't like 103 miles an hour?
All the above. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Can't check his swing. High slider, strike 3. 1 gone here in the top of the 8th, which is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, good times. 11 strikeouts for the Dodgers. Here's the number 9 hitter, left-handed hitting veteran second baseman Adam Frazier. First pitch. Fastball 102. Ball 1. First time we've seen a Dodger game scoreless through 7 innings since last June 7th, nearly a full calendar year. The 1-0 misses in. 2 balls, no strikes for Frazier. Roki Sasaki and Reed Detmers were terrific, and now the series opener will lie with the bullpens. No score, top of the 8th. 2 balls, no strikes. Enriquez, the ball at his chest. The pitch is a strike. More triple-digit heat from Enriquez. That one was just 100. Frazier 0 for 1 with a walk. The 2-1 pitch to him. Swung on and popped foul. High over the net behind home plate, to the left side by a little bit. Dodger bullpen going to try and get back on a roll, Mo. It's kind of gone the other way after that dominant stretch and that scoreless inning streak. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Frazier retired, back-to-back Ks for Enriquez in the 8th.
Swings and misses in tonight's game. That was the breaking ball. So if you're looking at 102, 103, you're left on the corner and the bus passed you by.
That was a hammer of a curveball from Enriquez. Turns the lineup over. Look out with Zach Neto at the plate. First pitch is in the dirt with the slider, ball 1. No score, and Enriquez trying to keep it that way. 2 outs in the 8th, and the base is empty. The 1-0. Pops the glove of Smith, but it is called a ball. Will Smith will tap the helmet down.
The catcher is challenging the call a ball.
Dodgers still have both their ABS challenges, and they will keep both.
The call is overturned. Los Angeles has 2 challenges remaining.
Smith successful. 31st successful challenge in 46 tries for Smith this year. That evens the count on Neto, 1-1. Enriquez with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. 1-2.
That's an important man to get out. Well, they're all important at this particular point. 8th inning in a scoreless game. However, you look at Neto. Remember, he stole a base his last time up after getting his single. And the guy on deck, Mike Trout, he's not the guy you want coming up with a runner on base and possibly in a scoring position in a scoreless ball game.
Enriquez needs 1 more strike to get out of the 8th inning. The pitch. Oh, it plunks him. A high curve slipped away from Enriquez in a 2-strike count. And Neto is on with 2 outs in the inning. Got him basically on that front left shoulder. Being examined by Kurt Suzuki, first-year manager, athletic training staff, and Neto's fine. Runs down to first base.
If you get hit, you like for it to be a breaking ball and not that 103.
14th game for Neto against the Dodgers. It's the 4th time he's been hit. That continues the 8th inning and brings up Mike Trout. So this is the scenario mode that you did not want. Well, Enriquez has to live it out now. No score, top of the 8th. First pitch to Trout. Neto stays. It is fastball, top of the zone, check swing, no swing, ball 1. Trout 0 for 3. He struck out twice against Roki Sasaki. Enriquez peeks over his front left shoulder at Neto, who's leaning next to Freddie Freeman. The 1-0. Runner stays. Trout swings. He's tardy on a fastball, fouled away into the upper deck above first base. 1-1. A ball and a strike. And now Enriquez comes home. Swing and a miss. Fastball away at 101. That would have been a ball, but Trout was already committed to swinging when the ball came out of the hand. The Dodgers will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of the 8th. What will the score be? Still 0-0. Enriquez once again needs one more strike. Here's the pitch. Runner goes upstairs. Throw down from Smith is late, and Neto has his 2nd stolen base of the game.
That's what I was talking about. Neto, he had a little bit more time. That was the slowest that Enriquez was in delivering the ball home. He had been 1-3 or less, so that time was 1-5.
Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Called strike 3. 103 freezes Trout and frustrates him too. Neto is stranded as Enriquez works around the hit by pitch. No score in the middle of the
Rice with a 2-out RBI double to right field in the 1st inning.
Driven deep to right field. Going back rally. Track. Wall. See ya. Ben Rice red hot with a solo home run. Yankees lead 5-2.
The look of a hitter who is locked in early in the season.
And Ben Rice is, I can't believe it, his first home run of the season, 427 feet. It takes the sails out of what's going on in the dugout. That makes a big difference that the first batter came up and immediately gets one of the runs back.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow. Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out.
A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
He's a walking history.
Bottom of the 8th inning, the Dodgers nothing, the Angels nothing. But we got something here, Mo. 8, 9, and 1 due up for LA. Miguel Rojas, Santiago Espinal, and Shohei Ohtani, but Dave Roberts has called upon a pinch hitter, Max Muncy.
And Dave Roberts saying before the ball game today that Muncy was not going to hit on the field. In fact, they did not take batting practice on the field after a late arrival last night from Phoenix. They said Max will take some swings in the cage during the game, and only then would they find out if he was available. Well, he's available.
Left the game in the 5th inning last night after that scary collision with the old DeMauro Vargas. First pitch from Sam Bachman, fresh out of the bullpen. Strike one to Muncy, a slider to begin things. Muncy hitting .254 this year, team high 14 home runs, 22 driven in. Leading off the 8th is a pinch hitter, the 0-1. Muncy swings a little tardy on a changeup at 92. No balls, 2 strikes. Bachman at the belt to pitch. Muncy down on 3 pitches. He goes chasing a slider low. A K to start the 8th. Brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Back-to-back pinch hitters for the Dodgers in the 8th. Next up, stepping in for Santiago Espinal, is Alex Freeland. Switch hitter batting .250 on the year in 40 games, but hitting .333 in 7 games since he was recalled from Oklahoma City. First pitch way outside, ball 1. Bottom of the 8th, no score, bases empty, 1 gone. Bachman delivers and has a strike to even the count for Freeland. A slider at 89. Walton, the third baseman, a step off the grass. Now the 1-1 pitch. Freeland takes outside, ball 2. Freeland's got his park-adjusted OPS to 96. It's a little bit below league average, but a lot better from where it was. 2-1, he takes. It's strike 2. Change-up squares the count for Bachman.
Hoppy was sitting at the outside corner, and the changeup was directly to the target, right in the catcher's mitt.
Freeland calls for time. In the left-handed batter's box, he's adjusting his gloves. Climbs back in. Brings the bat above his back left shoulder. Now resting there. Bachman sets for the 2-2 pitch. Freeland lets it rip and fouls it back. A sinker at 100 from Bachman.
Very good mind. He's got a good fastball and a very good changeup that he's shown.
Still 2-2 for Freeland. Here's another pitch. And another foul ball. The Lowe's level above the Dodger dugout. Tanner Scott is up in the Dodger bullpen. Dave Roberts trying to get him back on the horse after surrendering the walk-off home run to Ketel Marte on Thursday. The 2-2 to Freeland. Inside, and it plunks him. Just like we saw Enriquez against Neto in the top of this inning, Bachman to Freeland, and now you got all kinds of trouble, Mo. Here's Ohtani.
Well, for Ohtani, hitless in 3 at-bats, struck out twice, flying out to left. He's not had real good swings to this particular point. Does Bachman think about challenging him with that 100-mile-an-hour fastball as they go to changeup first pitch?
Shohei 0 for 3 with 2 Ks tonight. 1-on-1 out, no score in the 8th. First pitch from Bachman. Ohtani drives one toward left field. In front of the warning track, it is caught by Meckler. And that's out number 2.
Well, there was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
You let the ball travel there, Mo. There are worse ways to go down if you're Ohtani, I suppose. But he is down. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Freeland holds at first base. Andy Pages digs in, having singled his last time up, so he's 1 for 3. Bachman out of the stretch. Pages takes strike 1. Bachman's 0-1 pitch. Pages swings through, strike 2. Pages taps the plate twice, twirls the bat, and readies for this 0-2 pitch. It's on the way. Swung on and fouled off of Pages' shin guard. Stays alive for at least one more. At last out for Ohtani. It's the 7th hit tonight, 100+ miles per hour off the bat. 6 of the 7 have been outs. Another 0-2. Pages on the ground, third, just fouls. Backhanded by Walton. In foul territory, so the play blown dead. Freeland will take a U-turn in front of second base and head back to first. Bachman with another 0-2, and Pages goes down swinging. Book-ending K's for Bachman in a scoreless 8th. He strands Freeland's hit batter. And we go to the 9th, deadlocked in a scoreless ball game.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And what do we got? Oh, it's one of those parabolic mics. This is one of the sillier delays that I've seen.
Gino Hackett off his heels a little high. It's airmailed into right field. Heath at third, backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. That was awkward.
Trying a little trickeration. Nobody fell for it. It's worth a shot. Why not?
Oh, that's funny.
Wait till they mass market them, like the Grimace.
Yeah.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet.
First pitch of tonight. Slider low and away, ball 1. Blew a save on Saturday, and then he gave up a walk-off home run in the series finale last night in Arizona. Little rough patch. The first rough patch we have seen from Tanner Scott this year. First pitch, or excuse me, the 1-0 pitch, a wave and a miss, provides the first strike for Scott. Giving up runs in 2 of his last 3. Handed losses in 2 of his last 3. The 1-1 misses away. Fastball at 98.
Ran into the buzzsaw last night with one out of the bottom of the 9th over in Arizona. First pitch to Ketel Marte. Home run, walk-off.
On a 2-1, Meckler swings and chops one foul at first, 2-2. A home run has been the bugaboo since he joined the Dodgers. Gave up 11 last season in 57 innings. 4 this year in 26 innings. Just 16 hits allowed, 4 home runs. So you do the math there, a quarter of the hits have been damage. Sets for the 2-2 to the left-handed hitting Meckler. sprayed foul on the third base side.
Didn't realize it was going to be a test tonight. He said,
No.
I'm sitting. Let's carry the 2.
The Texas Instrument calculator.
Yeah.
Blake Trinan is up in the Dodger bullpen, just starting to loosen up. Another 2-2 from Scott. Here it comes. Meckler strikes out swinging. That's a good slider. One out here in the top of the ninth, sponsored by Cars for Kids. If you're ready to donate your old car, dial 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS and 1-877-CARS-for-KIDS. And it's Cars with a K to donate your car today. "14 strikeouts for the Dodgers staff tonight. Bases empty for Joe Adell. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Ebel, the third base coach, and from the dugout, is also the outfield coach. Just reminding the guys, look, place deeper. Do not want a ball hit over your head right now.
The 0-1. Swung on, bounced toward third. Off of the bag, fielded by Muncy. Throws across.
And Adell wasn't running.
And it's called dead at home by Jim Powell, the home plate umpire. Again, hear it from you ball players all the time, Mo. Play ball, don't play umpire, right? Ooh. Now, Dave Roberts coming out wants an explanation from Jim Powell, who ruled that it was a foul ball off of the dirt and then Joe Adell's foot. The front left foot for Joe Adell.
Well, if it hit off the foot, it would have been after the ball hit the ground and then came back up.
That was well played by Muncy, too. He played about 25 feet back behind the bag, and the ball hit right off the very top of third base. All right, Dave Roberts is turned aside, and the count is 0-2 on Adell. One out, nobody on in the ninth, still no score. The pitch. Outside, called a ball. Will Smith will challenge.
The catcher is challenging the call ball.
Smith is 1 for 1 tonight. 2 challenges remain for the Dodgers. And make that one challenge.
The call is confirmed. Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
So the count 1-2 on Adell. Here's Scott. Fastball low, 2-2. Just below the knees. Scott is ready and delivers the 2-2. Adell swings and flies it in the air. Shallow right. Coming in is Tucker, and he's not going to get there. Round turn from Adell, but he dives back safely. Going back from second was Freeland, and he probably had the best shot at it, but it's a bloop base hit for Joe Adell.
Adell has some good speed.
The Dodgers were playing deep in the outfield, as you alluded to. So it's a long run for Kyle Tucker, a ball that was in the air for a long time, but nobody there to make the play. So now Donovan Walton. He bunts it in front of home plate, picked up by Smith. Throws to Freddie Freeman. There's out number 2, but it's a productive out, getting Adell into second base. And that's going to be all for Tanner Scott. Faced 3 batters, got 2 outs. Oswald Peraza is due up at the plate, and Dave Roberts is going to bring in Blake Trinan to try and get the final out of the 9th inning. Still no score in L.A., but the Angels have a runner on second.
Ronald has also drawn a couple of walks today. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a grand slam over the monster. He had been slumping. He had been fighting himself. This was crushed.
93 miles an hour, two-seamer right down the middle, and all home runs are not created equal. Ronald knew it as soon as he hit it and watched this ball sail over the green monster and nearly over everything, or maybe it did get over everything.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Blake Trinan out of the bullpen. The Dodgers need one more out to get through the top of the ninth unscathed. Joe Adell is on second base. 2 away as Oswald Peraza, who's in the midst of a career year, will come up to bat. Peraza is 0 for 3 tonight. He's got a 6-game hitting streak, batting .278. Right-handed hitter. Trinan's first pitch to him. Bounce toward first. Freddie Freeman picks it on a short hop. Well done. He steps on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out for Blake Trinan. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers will have a chance to walk it off, and Freddie Freeman leads off next.
Every Dodgers legend starts.
There's the bunt. That could be trouble as Petrie. No, Stevie dives in and beats it. Good effort by Steve Lyons.
And that'll be a base hit right there. Good job. I'll tell you one thing, not a bad defensive play either by the Tigers.
Did you see that? He's going to get the dirt out, and all of a sudden he unbuckled his pants and they fell down.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. Just toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green. You're an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
Bottom of the ninth here in the Freeway Series. The Dodgers, nothing, and the Angels, nothing. It'll be Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and Kyle Tucker coming up against old friend Kirby Yates. The right-hander in 10 games this year has an ERA of 3.86, 12 Ks in 9 1/3 innings. He's given up 1 home run. Freddie Freeman in his career against Yates, 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Yates fastball splitter. Here's his first pitch. It's low, ball 1 to Freeman, a fastball at 90. And no runs, but Freeman delivered the Dodgers' first hit in the 4th inning. That was a single. He also has a walk. The 1-0 from Yates. Freddie takes a strike. And that single, called the best drive of the game, presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com.
For Kirby Yates, he keeps the ball down, particularly that fastball, and that's really been his bread and butter the last 3 years.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is low. Freeman in front, 2-1.
How good is it? Well, last 3 years, just a 136 average when he keeps the fastball down and hitters offer.
Yates is 2-1. Freeman takes inside ball 3. Since Freddie Freeman debuted, he has 19 walk-off RBIs, regular season and postseason. That's the most in all of Major League Baseball. He's in an excellent count to add to that list. The 3-1 coming. Freeman hits it in the air, foul on the third base side. Just above third base if you had to draw a line from where it dropped down to the field. Mookie Betts on deck. Full count, the payoff. Freeman lets one fly in the air to deep right center field. We're at the wall, and we're going home. Freddie Freeman with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Teammates waiting for him at home plate. And this game is done.
Well, it was worth waiting for. Bottom of the 9th inning. And everybody on their feet. And for Daniels Jewelers, indeed the proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. So we encourage you to visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
It took until the bottom of the 9th inning. But Freddie Freeman assured every fan that stayed here at Unico Field at Dodger Stadium will head home with a smile on their face, taking the opener of this Freeway Series by a final of 1-0. Oh, put a bow on it. This was a heck of a ball game.
Well, how about this? Back-to-back walk-off home runs. The Dodgers were on the losing end of it last night in the 9th inning in Arizona. The Dodgers on the winning side of it tonight for Freddie Freeman, who had 2 hits. He also had a walk. And what a pitching performance by Roki Sasaki, who went 7 innings. How about this for a ball-strike ratio? Sasaki in the 7 innings, first of all, struck out 10, career high. Had 98 pitches, and 72 of those were strikes. That is the highest percentage that we've seen by any pitcher so far this season. And by the way, the Dodgers defense tonight was absolutely superb. We saw a good ball game tonight, game 1, and there's still 2 more left in this series before the Dodgers grab their suitcases and go back on the field.
Yeah, Mo, to your point, I had at least 3 plays starred from the Dodger defense tonight. It was an all-around, just a great ball game that you enjoyed to watch. Just 6 hits total between these 2 teams. 3 for the Angels, 3 for the Dodgers. The last one for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman's walk-off home run, his 10th home run of the season. And the Dodgers improved to 41-23, now in line to clinch the series tomorrow with Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound. Blake Trinan gets the win in this one. He improves to 3-1. Kirby Yates saddled with his 2nd loss. So that's going to do it from here for now. Game 2 of this series against the Halos tomorrow night. Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck, gets us going at 6 p.m. And first pitch is scheduled for 7:10. Coming up next, it'll be the Navien Dodgers Clubhouse Show with David Vassay, who is on the warning track, chatting with the walk-off hero Freddie Freeman himself. So stay tuned for that interview. It's on the way in the matter of moments. On behalf of the World Series champion Rick Monday, the great Charlie Steiner, who was in the booth again for the first 5 innings, our MVP, the producer and engineer, Dwayne McDonald, plus the stud in studio, always holding things down for us, Colin Yee.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
You've got to be very careful where you're going because you might not get there. But how exactly can you go from a yogi to a king to perfectos, the old professor, and pint talk? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game.
Dodgers. Dodger fans, style meets